si Secretary Dizon nung nagsimula, isa sa parang top pang GQ executive. Batang-bata, diba? Ito, very aggressive, very defendable. Ngayon, mukha ng, nag-age na kayo ng, ilang buwan pa lang. Mukha ng mad scientist. Naalala ko yung Back to the Future. Yung buhok niya, sabog-sabog na. Naawa ako sa, sabog-sabog na, no? Pero, I understand the challenges that you are facing right now, and I don't envy your position right now. Although, I honestly miss you, no? Doon sa DOTR, kasi talagang we had our plans. Nag-ready na nga tayo for our, yung ating po mga ipaprioritize sa mga railway, mga airports, yung po mga ating mga advokasya. Anyway, first of all, siguro, a lot, we will be discussing today yung mga reforms, and I'm glad you already started your reforms that will be introducing in the DPWH, considering that ito pong talagang scandal that really rocked this nation recently is probably the biggest scandal that rocked his history, and people are really longing for answers, no? Siguro doon lang po sa mga notorious na district engineering offices in our investigation during the Blue Ribbon, siguro we will submit to you our findings also para lang din for your information, and so that it can help you in your reforms that you will institute. Doon po sa Bulacan, the notorious district engineering office, and I don't know kung nangyari dito sa Bindoro, meron po sila rin progress billing. Now, I was also a developer before. Ang pagkakaintindi ko, pag may progress billing, according to accomplishments. Pero dito po sa Bulacan, kahit na 30% pa lang ang progress billing, pinipilit na ng assistant DE pa lang noon, sila Bryce, at iba, ng mga talagang nagmodus na kahit 50% na, pipilitin nila 50% na ang inyong ideklara kasi nandito na yung budget, kailangan namin gastusin. So, in the same manner that napamura ka, alam ko yun, maiinis ka talaga. Imagine, 30% pa lang accomplishment, pero yung mismong DE mismo or assistant DE sabi, hindi, 50% ng iyan mo. Yung contractor mismo, ang nagkukumahog, paano ko gagawin to? 50% na yung kukolektahin, and yet 30% pa lang yung aming accomplishment. So that's one. And second, of course, yung borrowing of license, no? We know that that has been notorious. Inamin naman po yan ng maraming some contractors like si Sims, no? Talagang she was really open at pointed to those who sila Bryce and JP Mendoza, who really forced her to lend their licenses. Otherwise, syempre, kung contractor ka, matatakot ka pag DE. Kung DE or assistant DE yung humingi, baka hindi ka nabigyan ng project. So those are the things that siguro may iba pa kami ibibigay for the reforms, and I'm sure that my colleagues will also be asking about that. Now, going back dun sa ating pong same advocacy, when you were still DOTR secretary, yung pong lahat ng problema doon sa Central Luzon, I think yung, for example, yung flooding in Central Luzon, every same period for the last 3 years, nagkakaroon po ng hearing dito because of flooding. Because Central Luzon is a catch basin, water from Sierra Madre coming down, dapat mailabas ng Manila Bay. Ang nangyayari po, with the 350 billion peso budget, Mr. Chair, every year, that's 1 billion peso a day. Ganun po yung budget ng flood control for DPWH. Ang nangyayari siguro, with that budget, all districts would want to have a piece of that budget. So, sa halip na sana, kung masundan siya na yung master plan for flood control in Central Luzon, siguro with that budget, by now, siguro malaki na improvement. Ang nangyayari po, lahat ng distrito gusto kumuha ng portion of that budget. Pinagpira-piraso, nangyari po, patsi-patsi po ang mga flood control projects. Sa halip na floodways, no, massive floodways, spillways, water impounding, dams, and pumping stations ang dapat na ating pong ginagawa. Ang nangyari po, slow protection, river revetment, di ba? Drainage improvement, pinagpati-hatian, nangyari po patsi-patsi, kaya hindi nawawala ang tubig. Do you agree, Secretary Dizon? Ganito po ang nangyari.
Mr. Chairman, you are absolutely correct sa inyong observations. Ganun po talaga ang nangyari.
And with that, Sec, I have my top priority bill that I filed in this Congress and as well the last Congress is the Master Plan for Infrastructure for National Development. Ito po yung comprehensive Master Plan for Infrastructure Development. And I'm glad, Mr. Chair, that it has been included already in the LEDAC priority of measures, no? Ang ano po natin dito, those projects that are national in nature, that are national insignificance, for example po, railway system, yung mga main national highways, mga dams, flood control, pag national po, dapat tuloy-tuloy. Whoever sits as president, ang ano ko po dito, sana we hit two birds with one stone, no? You know, ang ating po political system kasi siguro, 6 years and 3 years, presidents will always look at their legacies. Kumbaga, short term and medium term, nakakalimutan po natin yung long term through the decades. Kaya nga po yung railway system, 30 years na tayong behind, no? In terms of railway system compared to our ASEAN neighbors, yung mga skyways and all. So, yung rationale po nito, whoever sits as president, all of these big ticket items dapat tuloy-tuloy, no? Again, railways, skyways, dams. Siguro po yung mga presidente may sariling mga pet programs, but all of these big ticket items should be continuous because this will stimulate economic growth. Ano kaya yun?
Senator JV, we were advised that today we will have our earthquake drill starting at 11. Tamang-tama nga, DPWH nandito. So we'll request everyone to leave the building. Kasama tayo, ma'am. We requested for an exemption, but the Office of the Senate President did not allow. So everyone should vacate this room and go down to the building. We'll come back after a few minutes. Let's resume our budget briefing, and naputulo tayo kanina kay Senator JV. So, Senator JV, you may continue.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Anyway, tama-tama ito earthquake drills dahil talagang hindi naman natin pwede maiwasan. Medyo madalas ang earthquake ngayon at talindol. Para ding yun nangyari sa ating bansa, naniyanig ang ating buong bansa at ating buong gobyerno sa nangyari dito sa mga flood control at ghost projects at iba pa. Anyway, to continue, as I was saying, ito pong Senate Bill number 2 that I filed is the Master Plan for Infrastructure and National Development. This goes to show the importance of this measure to this representation. Nung 19th Congress, I filed this as Senate Bill number 1. Ngayon, number 2 dahil pangalawa lamang sa universal healthcare. But still, I'm hoping to get the support also of our dear Secretary and the whole DPWH family for the approval of these very important measures. Again, I think we will be hitting two birds with one stone with this measure. Unang-una po, as I was saying, the rationale is that long-term, big ticket items, it will span or transcend different administrations. Like railways, for example, 20, 30, 40 years ang planning, studies, execution, and implementation yan. So, long-term, mga dams, skyways, at iba pa, it will be part of this master plan. Sabi ko, two birds with one stone, so magagawa na po natin yung mga infrastructure natin which we were left behind by our ASEAN neighbors with its passage. And at the same time, the second is we will be able to prevent occurrence of such anomalies, no? Yung po mga anomalyang mga proyekto na wala po sa master plan, na basta lamang may proyekto siningit, no? Basta lamang Kung may mema na may masabi lang, ito may ma-project lang. Ganun na nangyari. Yeah? So, at least all of these big ticket items or projects will now be according to the master plan. So, siguro yung pong proposal, I understand, Secretary, no, the President said that yung 250 billion of the flood control projects, not until you have already established yung pong reforms, will be reallocated, reapportioned to other projects like social welfare programs, AICS, AKAP, TUPAD, and PhilHealth. Ako okay po ako ron, lalo sa health. But I think it might be, just Mr. Chair, it might be a good opportunity for us kasi we cannot let naman the next 2 or 3 years that the people will continue to drown. No? Kasi walang flood control projects, they will suffer, no? In the next 2-3 years. Again, it might be a good opportunity for us to rechannel a portion of this 250 billion for the big ticket items. For Central Luzon, for example, floodways, yung mga dams, no? Mga water impounding, spillways, baka pagkakataon naman na magawa na ito. Yung wala na po yung pakialam yung distrito. As I remember, Mr. Chair, we were both members of the House of Representatives. Pag projects that are national in nature, dapat wala na hong pakialaman distrito. As how it used to be. No? Ngayon na lang po kasi yung mga national projects, pinaghahati-hatian in the same manner na itong 350 billion peso budget for flood control every year, 1 billion peso a day, every district will now want a piece of this budget. Ang nangyari, napag-iwanan yung mga tunay na big ticket items that would have really solved the problems of flood-prone areas like Central Luzon and other areas in the country. Makikita lang natin yan, Mr. Chair, doon po sa projects na nakakuha ng malalaking flood control projects vis-a-vis those flood-prone areas, talaga mayroong mismatch, no? So yun po, I thank Secretary Vince Dizon for your support, no, for this master plan for infrastructure national development. I think it will really prevent occurrence of anomalous projects pag nandun po tayo sa infrastructure. Yun po doon po sa tungkol sa flood control projects, if it follows the master plan, would you think it will still be ganito pa kaya? Magagawa po ito? Hindi na siguro. Because it will be according to the master plan.
Tama po kayo, Mr. Chairman. Tama po ang ating Honorable Senator JV. Kung ang mga proyekto po ay naaayon sa mga master plan na talagang pinag-aralan at ito talaga ay nabusisi at napag-aralan ng mabuti para makasolve sa baha, hindi ho mangyayari itong nakita nating nangyari ngayon. Nangyari lang po ito dahil tama po si Senator JV, Mr. Chairman, dahil meron po iba na gumawa na ng kung ano-anong mga quote-unquote flood control, pero in reality, hindi naman talaga nakatulong. No? And in some cases, wala pa nga yung project at all. So maybe may I just update Mr. Chairman, the committee, that currently, specifically for the provinces of Nueva Ecija, Bulacan, and Pampanga, which is really the flood-prone area in the Central Luzon Basin, no? There is an ongoing Central Luzon Floodway Detailed Engineering Design project. This is funded by the Asian Development Bank. Hindi pa po ito tapos, ongoing po ito. Matatapos po ito August 2026. So, DED na po yan. Detailed engineering na po yan, Mr. Senator, Mr. Chairman. So, ibig sabihin nun, pag natapos po ito, shovel ready na po yung mga proyektong yun. Shovel ready na po yun. And we can already start building those projects under the Central Luzon Floodway Master Plan done by the ADB after it comes out in August of 2026. Unfortunately ngayon, wala pa po. Kaya siguro, timing na rin po yung desisyon ng ating Pangulo na hindi muna kasi kesa naman ho maglagay tayo, hindi naman makakatulong dahil hindi naman consistent with the plan. Thank you po, Mr.
Also in line with that, consider, buti na dito si Senator Loren. I know that siya masyado sa mga sa water resources, there's been a proposal to create the Department of Water. Would you